sec.
What's up?
My internet decided to go out there for a second.
Oh shit.
Ooh. Yeah, I don't know, but it was fine. It was weird.
Oh, bad. Go away.
Okay. All right. So let me clear the chat real quick. Boom. The chat is clear. So I'm going to take a moment, and before we go to the charming little town of Breachill, I'd like to take you all to, if you will, like a cold open of opening credits. And that was a little more dramatic than I intended.
Oh my god! Oh, dragon!
But for a second,
My cabbages!
We lost James. James, are you all right? Go
Darkness.
during an earthquake. Go to a doorway.
I thought I was supposed to get low to the ground, like in a ditch. No, I think that's tornadoes.
Oh no, dragons know to go directly towards ditches. Don't.
All right, Trent, are you with us?
Yep.
Cool. Is everyone hearing our dramatic sounds?
Yes.
All right. Awesome. I see the head nod on dramatic sounds. So, if you'll join me for a second, if you'll imagine a black screen, and at first you just hear these sounds, fire coming in, and you can just slowly see in the background fires raging. And we're just going to kind of fade away from that for a second. And we're just going to have a moment. And you're going to see a dragon, a gold dragon. His eyes glowing red, standing behind a man who in his hand just shines a single bright light. From a distance, you can't quite see what they're saying, and they're conversing. A certain amount of time seems to pass. Fire wipes the screen clean. You hear screams of people in the background. But there's one moment in which we come back to this dragon's perspective again. You can almost imagine Monster's view as it's kind of going up and down, working its way deeper into this cave. And in a moment as it steps over a puddle of water in the cave, you see it look down and its eyes are clear. And in this moment, it goes towards the man. Long robes, wizardy-looking type. The dragon says one thing: never again will my kind do your bidding. Opens his mouth, and the whole room starts to fill. You'll kind of cut away for a second and zoom out as you see that they're in a mountain that's erupting as a volcano. It's exploding. And as the eruptions kind of go, it begins to wipe the screen clear as slowly fading in front of it. We see the opening title credits. Age of Ashes. Dun dun dun. It's very dramatic. It's excellent. And it's at this point that we're going to join ourselves to the small town of Breachill. And it's here in Breachill that our adventure is going to begin. So as you can all see on our shared screen, let me make sure Breachill is shared. Breachill is quite the charming little town. It's just over 1,000 people, predominantly humans, and it's located in the far edges of Isgar, which is a sort of a thrall state of Cheliax, which you all may remember as the country that was sort of the empire from which Corvosa was spawned.
Right.
But here in Breachill, it's far away from most trading routes, which is really all that Isgar has a claim to its name. Far away from the trading routes, not too far from the Five Kings Mountains, and just north and northwest of Abdar, we have a very quiet town. But it's a town that's very well off for itself. You can kind of see in the picture, there's the water towers around the fountain in the middle of the square. Monument Circle, it's called, by all of the locals. paved in marble. This is the visual centerpiece of the town. And right in the center of it, 15-foot tall, bronze statue. Engraved in the plaque beneath it says, Lamond Breachill. Ron Breachton, Breachill's founder, at least as many people credit him with the reason the town survived, a wizard who helped the town survive in its early days and get them started. However, you're all here for many reasons. I imagine many of you have been here for a few days or even weeks, as it may be. For one reason or another that you all know, you have come here for the most journalistic thing ever. You're going to a fucking city council meeting.
Woo!
Because once a month, on a Saturday about noon, they have what is called the Call for Heroes. It's a time at which local members of the community can put a plea in for help and assistance. And the town decides to spend a little bit of its public money and its public funds to hire a few heroes to help deal with troubles beyond the reach of just the normal town guard. This kind of does a couple things for people in the community. It lets them, A, feel like they're cared about and safe. And for a town that has a history of being based on this adventurer, this wizard, Breachton, it's sort of a way of them caring for the tradition. It also lets the guards focus on more mundane guard duties, and they can really focus on the actual town of Breachill itself and the nearby farms that help support it. So it's on this day, the Call for Heroes itself, and it's about 10 in the morning. You all know that at high noon, will take place the Call for Heroes itself, and that's going to be at Breachill Town Hall. On the map, you may notice number 17 of Wizard's Grace. It's a bit of a local tradition for those who want to hobnob before the Call for Heroes to go there. And as a fact, it's expected that at least one or two town councilmen will be there, as well as many kind of local figures. And most people know that about half an hour before the Call for Heroes, Wizard's Grace usually hands out a very cheap shot on the house, and everyone in the bar can toast to the success of the Call for Heroes. May those who are looking for work find it, and may it help the town and everyone in it. So I'd like to say we're starting at about 10 in the morning. If you have to imagine, there's this kind of panoramic shot of Breachill you've seen, and then in a very J.J. Abrams kind of way, you're going to see like Nation of Isgard. Breach. No, I didn't say. I said Abrams, not Michael Bay. So you can imagine this town. You can see the birds flying over it and hear them chirping in the background. And there'll be a little like title scroll on the bottom. You'll see, Nation of Isgard, Breachton, Breachill, 10 a.m. Saturday, or whatever the equivalent of Saturday is in the week. I can't remember now. You are in the first week of what would be August in terms of weather and temperament. Days are growing shorter, but they're still long and a little hot. Thankfully, you're in the northern hemisphere, on the upper side of the northern hemisphere, so you're kind of going to be okay. What are you all doing at about 10 a.m., knowing you've got about 2 hours before? Or it's safe to say that you all feel like you beat the Wizard's Grace for one reason or another.
Karen's probably fishing in the creek.
Yeah, I guess Char-Lee's joining her. She's kind of watching, not really fishing.
Okay, so the two of you are there.
Probably near Monument Circle, because that's close to the Wizard's Grace.
Okay. Nate, what are you up to?
I'm probably pacing back and forth in front of Wizard's Grave, looking very nervous. Just my nervous is like, don't be late, don't be late, don't be late, don't be late, don't be late.
So you're pacing outside of the bar.
Yeah, well, I'm probably going over. It's just over at the Wizard's Grace, and then every 5 or 10 minutes or so going over to town hall, and it's wait, no one else is here. It's too early. Let's go.
Okay.
Hello,
Erin, what's Eeyonce up to?
She wrote down in the chat.
All right. So you probably make a bit of an appearance at fashionably late, but I imagine just in time for the alcohol. Are you? I imagine you've already got a little bit of a following in town. So as you walk in, a few people, it's Eeyonce. Oh, do you think she'll perform today? I don't know. And so that's kind of going on. There's a few people who are kind of crowding around you and trying. A couple of them just very blatantly oh, will you please perform for us? And some who are trying to act too cool about it. They're oh, I mean, if you did, it'd be cool. But just everyone's sort of letting it flow. The festivities are there. People are buying you drinks, I imagine, and so you're kind of enjoying that. And if anything, I'd imagine Tam, you're kind of standing outside the bar, and you see a little bit of a hubbub as you watch an elven woman walk into the bar. And I imagine as you're kind of new to town, you maybe don't recognize her, but like everyone in there kind of like instantly perks up. There's a little bit of a thing going on in there, and in the most Tam Sexton kind of way, I'm choosing to imagine, you're like just watching that happen from the outside.
Yep. And probably as
So-
like I'll have a very like brief moment. This is like, there's time. Should I go? Yeah, let's go check that out. Yeah, let's see. Something's happening. It's probably pretty cool. So let's go look at that. But I can't be late.
All right. So as it gets closer, you all kind of wrap up, and you know it's about time. I imagine there's a bell somewhere in town, and you can kind of hear it ring the half hour of 11:30. And you all work your way to Monument Circle. So now as you get there, Erin, I can kind of give you a heads up. Get ready to start typing up a description of your character, because we're going to just have that moment where everyone kind of sees each other. So I don't think it's a stretch for me to say that I'm guessing Tam Sexton gets there first.
Yes.
However, he might get there first among the adventurers, but this is a day that's known. And in a culture that worships heroes, there's already some of the local kids that are there crowded around, like lined up. There's some parents keeping an eye on them, right? But you've already got people who are sort of excited to be there, and the kids who just can't wait to see, who the new heroes are going to be. And so let's take a second, and from the perspective of these kids, Nate, what would these kids kind of see as Tam approaches early?
So these kids, as they walk up, you see a rather young individual, maybe only late teens, early 20s. Short, kind of ruddy brown hair, dark eyes. Just kind of very clean, very sharp features. You're not sure if he's just prefers to be clean shaven, or maybe he just doesn't shave at all yet, kind of situation. But wearing some pretty sturdy but simple traveling clothes that are honestly way too clean to be an adventurer. Not for the fact that they think that he's very fastidious about keeping clean, but more for the fact that it's very new stuff. All of his gear looks very new, and in a very Samwise fashion, he has packed way too much shit.
Okay, so you're there instantly. A couple of kids kind of perk up, and one's like, "Do you think he's one of the heroes?" I don't know. He looks young. He looks too young to be a hero. Come on, the boys talking. And one of the other boys, I think he is. Look at him. He's so prepared. That's what I'm gonna be like when I'm a hero. And it's kind of at this moment that I imagine Karen and Char-Lee kind of walk in. And same again, would you guys each take turns? What do the kids see as you guys are walking?
The first thing they would notice is definitely Karen, because she's a 5'9", 190-pound beach orc, which is she's got turquoise-colored skin, like the color of the Bahamas water. She's wearing a very low-cut tank top that has red and brown on it. It's very tribal and Maori looking, with also a skirt to match with tribal designs on it. On her back, she has slung a large wok. And a large harpoon crosses the cross of her back. She has a mohawk that is of dark brown hair that flops over to one side, with purple eyes, small tusks coming out of her mouth, and she has earrings that are also each one is a small, also an orc tusk. And that's about all I got for you.
Well, this is you're kind of hearing it's starting to get busy. Like as you guys are all showing up and you're walking up in the shade of these water towers. All right, Char-Lee, what do they notice as you kind of walk up?
Char-Lee is probably all but running in between Karen's legs, very much staying behind her, as close to her as possible. But like all you really see is this 3.5 foot, 4 foot little being with like almost a trench coat pulled up around her, kind of trying to hide her features. Her little tiny legs walking very quickly, and struggling to keep up, but trying to stay as close as she can. Kind of out of a hood are like very obviously fake pigtails hanging out, like horse hair, just kind of like in pigtails hanging out. And if you do catch a glimpse of her face, very obviously a goblin, that is just trying to not be noticed.
Okay, so I think especially given Karen's appearance, that's what's going to quickly start standing out to people. And sure enough, like the same kid who was kind of like giving Tam, like, you know, who was kind of shit talking on Tam a little bit. He doesn't look like a hero. That kid instantly just like jumps up and like kind of runs behind his mother's skirts for a second, and even you can kind of see a look of distrust for a moment or two from a couple of the parents and some of the kids. But you've been in town for a couple days, and it's not like you're unknown. And you know, sure enough, one of the other women looks over. Oh, don't be such a bigot. It's been years since the Goblin Wars and the Hobgoblins, and they say that the orcs have done much. The half orcs have done much to help in the fight against the Whispering Tyrant North. Well, I still don't trust them. They're brutish thugs by nature. Even their women.
They steal.
At this moment, Char-Lee like tugs on Karen a little bit and is like, "Are there any bones we can eat?"
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty to eat here, love. Just give us a few minutes, eh?
And as it gets closer, the crowd continues to bring together, and I imagine that it's only a matter of minutes before the doors are open and we see Eeyonce walk up in some kind of style. So, boom, there we go. A tall, athletic-looking elf, tan skin, light brown hair, fine detail, the intent to look like she owns it. Nice. And instantly, like, the crowd parts a little bit, and a couple of the, you know, a couple of the kids are like, "Oh, she's definitely one of the heroes." And there's a little girl who's there, like, "One day I want to grow up and be like her." And one of the boys is like, "One day I want to grow up and be like her too." They both just like high five. The little boy looks up, "Mom, one day can I be like her?" And she's like, "I don't know if we have that much money."
You don't. Spoiler.
But you're all there. And
Tam chimes in. It's like, damn, I want to be like her too.
And so as this is all happening, you being the heroing folk, what I imagine you're all you all want to notice this pretty early on, but what stands out in the crowd, nice. You will especially notice this, Char-Lee, but you all see this very well-dressed female goblin, and her hands are clasped behind her back. She's right in front of the door, and she's just nervously pacing and kind of muttering to herself. It looks like she's the first one to be there, but it doesn't take much empathy for you to realize that she looks upset.
What is wrong?
Cool. As you get closer, so even before you get in range, you can kind of hear her mumbling. "Oh, my bumble blashers, my bumble brashers. Why haven't I heard from them? Are they trapped? Are they trapped in the citadel? Oh no!" And as soon as you sort of show up, what's wrong? She said, "Just I'm sorry. My tribe, they live not too far from here, in the old citadel north of town. I'm their ambassador, you see." And she sort of, like, not pridefully, but sort of very respectfully, sort of like motions to her what she's wearing, and it is very fine, like artisans and scholars' clothes, not fancy but very well kept. I'm supposed to go. I'm supposed to meet with them every week. I meet with their chief, and we talk, and I make sure that I pass along what I'm supposed to hear from the town. But the last 2 weeks, the chief, she hasn't met with us on my prescribed day. I meet on the road, not too far from it. The final bit up to the citadel, you see, it's treacherous ground, and I don't always know that it's safe for me. But the chief, she hasn't met me at all, and well, just the other morning, there's a smoke. You can still almost see it in the sky. That red color. It's our tribe's. It's our color of distress, and I fear the bramble brashers are in danger. That's something bad has fallen them. Oh God, I'm so worried. I'm almost sick with it.
Your village is in danger?
What's that?
Your village is in danger?
Yeah, well, my tribe, yes. They live not too far from here. I was just telling this woman here that, well, Helba is our tribe's chieftain, and she hasn't met with me. She hasn't met our last two meeting dates. And so now I'm here to ask the town council for help as their official ambassador to the tribe of the Bramble Brashers. Who are you, by the way? Are you heroes here to help?
My name's Karen. I'm here to come to the Call of the Heroes this month. This is my daughter Char-Lee. Say hello, Char-Lee.
Hello.
It's very nice to meet you. And she truly tries her best to smile, but it's this like half goblin smile with big teeth, and you can just kind of see the worry in her eyes that she really appreciates that you're there. I miss my family. Those that are still left are with the Bramble Brashers, and I hope they're okay.
My family too.
And she just instantly seems sadder.
Charlie's the only family I've got, and I'm the only family Charlie's got, you see. So, we feel for you. We'll do what we can for you, Miss Bumblebee.
Oh no, that's my tribe. I'm sorry, I never introduced myself. I'm so nervous. My name is Warble. As I said, I'm the ambassador to the goblins of Hellknight Hill.
It's nice to meet you, Warble.
Thank you. You as well.
Group hug.
Yes, and she walks over and just gives you a very caring and tender hug.
Karen kneels down and does the same.
And Tam, I imagine Tam and Eeyonce both kind of see this happening.
Oh, yeah. I'm not entirely sure what to make of it, but yes.
Yeah. So as this happens, eventually you hear dong, 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 and you can see that it's a high noon, not just by hearing the bell, but sure enough, all around you, the remaining shadows from those water towers are almost directly beneath them. The sun is shining down above you, and you all work your way in to the city hall chambers themselves.
I try to find an area nearest the back and the side where there's fewer chairs, where Char-Lee can sit and Karen will lean against the wall.
Okay.
Oh,
so this is your
perfect.
town council chambers. So this is kind of what you're looking at. I'm gonna get us a little town council music. See what's happening if I type in meeting.
My name is George Bramblebush. My family's been here for 16 generations. Just wanted to oppose the building of the apartment complex over on 23rd Foothill Road. It's going to destroy the neighborhood. It is the absolute worst thing to ever happen.
And I just wanted to say it's really going to ruin my property value. I've talked to a real estate agent in town.
It's going to destroy the neighborhood. I have talked with at least 14 people who have all said that they would oppose this. We have circulated a petition.
I have written a letter to the editor of the local paper.
And sure enough, there's a gnome in the back corner. How do you spell your name? So as you all work your way into...
Can we position ourselves on the map?
Yeah, sure. You know what? Go ahead and grab your portraits from the top left, and you can chuck yourself down on the map. Got my little legal drama sound effects going on here.
No.
Maybe I need to set your...
Maybe.
You know what? You should be able to now grab those and drag them onto the map somewhere.
No.
You know.
Boom.
Oh.
How about now? People!
It's read only, so we can't affect
There we
it,
go.
I think.
Yep. I'm on there. There we go.
Of course, Tam sits right the fuck up front.
Yep. Like the
Sweet. Look at that. Oh, I love it.
like the over-eager kid on the first day of school. Straight to the front row.
Yep. And yeah, Karen's leaning up against the wall with her shoulder over on the wall. Just keeping an eye out on everything.
Okay. So,
Arms crossed, but not in an intimidating way.
bing, dong, noon strikes. You all begin to kind of file into the building. Some of the children who, however excited they were to see you at first, were kind of running off and playing. They all kind of work their way into the town hall as well. You notice a couple of guards position themselves at the front doors on the south end of the map. And then you notice as everyone's kind of taking their seats, the guards sort of position themselves outside the chamber door. But once you're in there, you can see the room's definitely set up. It's classic auditorium style. There's several rows of benches and sections. You've got a nice carpet leading your way down the wooden floor. And on the dais is a large desk separated into 5 parts. On the desks in front of each chair, you see a couple of bronze plaques in front of them. And about 40 or so other people are all filling in with you and kind of populating the seats. Just kind of going through me in turn. Let's start. Let's kind of do let's do some middle order. Let's start with Karen. What's going through Karen's mind as you're filing your way into this room?
Karen is looking around the room, just sort of taking it in, seeing who all is here. She thought it was interesting to see a goblin around about because she's been in the town for a couple of weeks and has not noticed this goblin yet. And as the adoptive mother of a goblin, that's the kind of thing I would have noticed.
Yeah. Okay.
So that's the main thing that has her attention right now is the goblin lady. She's
Char-Lee,
also noticed the elf, but doesn't pay her too much mind because she doesn't know who this person is.
All right, Char-Lee, what about you? What's going through your mind?
Char-Lee is literally just standing or looking straight at the lantern in front of us, just watching that fire, man.
Okay.
Enjoying watching it dance, like nothing else has her attention.
Tam, you're right up front, and I'll say as you sit down, I imagine you're a somewhat studious type. I feel like I've looked at your character sheet to see you literally have a feat called Student of the Canon.
Yep.
So I'm going to say that for you, it's no check as you kind of look, and from east to west, you see the names Yorsk Hinterclaw, Melma Ann Sendari, Greta Gardenia, Trini Sprizzlegig, and Quintino Posandi. You just kind of see him sitting there. You're taking that in.
Where do you see those names?
If you want, he sees them on the brass plaques on top of.
Yeah.
Oh, I see.
And you know what? Because I want to let's make the first roll of the game a real high stakes one. Tam, roll a society check for me, because nothing says high stakes rolling like societal background knowledge.
I'm actually pretty good at that. Oh damn! A 22 on as the first roll of the game. By the way, guys, I am recording all this on video. So if you say your rolls out loud, that'd be helpful for audio. So got that one, but yeah.
So pink 22 flashes for us to see, and I'll say the time you've spent in other locations, it's pretty easy for you to pull together that these are, of course, the council members, but especially that one in the center. That name is going to be Greta Gardenia. That's probably your council president. So, just your little bit of takeaway. That all information there. Tam, what's going through your head right now?
So kind of that excited, school kid on the first day, way too overeager. Like taking in everything that's kind of around him, but really kind of just absorbed in the dais and just like sitting there waiting, like back perfectly straight, hands in front of him, just waiting for the doors to open and proceedings to begin.
Okay. Eeyonce, anything going on with you? You're in the council chamber? All right, you're chilling. You're posting up.
She's typing.
I can see you there. Yeah. Okay, so it's probably about full at that point. So I'll say if you get the opportunity to kind of take your seat somewhere in the audience, please do so. And it's right then that you're going to hear the firm tap. And as you see them all filing in, you see Council President Greta Gardenia at the front. The rap's there, and quickly everyone in the room kind of quiets, and you look up and you do see her. You have the illustration there, but it's not hard for you to see it. Furrowed forehead, always a bit of a concern to see who might come forward at the call for heroes, but kind eyes staring out over the crowd. And she opens her mouth and begins to speak, and instantly there's sort of a hush that falls over. Welcome, neighbors, friends, to the Breachill Town Council's monthly call for heroes. I am Council President Greta Gardenia at your service. On behalf of my colleagues beside me, and she motions to each of them, I promise you all that we will hear and consider today's petitions with the utmost discretion and care. There's no existence without community, as our town charter says. And here, as the town charter says. She sort of looks down at a piece of parchment that's been laid out in front of her. Well, seeing here, only one person has signed up for public comment during our Call for Heroes today. Miss Warble, our very own ambassador to the Bramble Rashers of Knight's Hill. If you'd please come forward, the council recognizes Miss Warble and her request for help. What is your request? And sort of Warble works her way out of the crowd and kind of forward to the center, right before the podium, or the dais, as it were. And as she works her way up, you can kind of see she's done her best to collect herself, but she's still very, very frazzled. And you can tell that she's kind of there because she's half talking to the council members and then sort of turning back to the crowd, trying to make her plea to both groups equally as much. Esteemed councilors, it has been more than a month, almost, since I've been able to contact the Bramble Bratchers. Oh man, is this not working right? There we go. I fear something terrible has befallen them. What's more, just this morning I've seen my people's distress signals coming from the top of Citadel Altrian. But it's just as that happens, that to the west, that door bursts open, and a young man, his eyes just wide with panic, runs into the room, his hands covered in ink stains of some sort, and just screams, "There's a fire! There's a fire! Everyone flee!" And it is so...
Call me a
I told you you shouldn't yell fire in a crowded theater.
that a couple of things are going to happen.
Oh no.
First...
Dragons!
First session, level 1.
Charlotte doesn't want us.
So we're all going to roll for... I'm gonna take the dragon down a touch.
Yeah.
I appreciate what it was doing there. But we don't need the roars.
That's perception.
Yeah, initiative is perception in this version of the game.
Yes. Unless you specified you were hiding. Okay.
Wow.
So the way this is gonna... So let me bring up a combat tracker, and I'm gonna drag all of you on to here.
Dang,
so
Char-Lee.
open your combat tracker by going to the top right. And if you go across the swords, that's your combat tracker. You'll see all of you up in there, and under the initiative INIT column, you can type in your initiative scores.
Aha.
How do we roll for specific skills? Sorry, I don't know how this program works yet. I haven't had a chance to play with the dice.
Oh, sorry.
So what you're going to do is you can click on your character portrait in the top left, and from there, what you can do is you'll see there's perception listed, or you can go into skills and go to perception. Whichever one you have, you'll see. Do you have open the skill tab, or are you on the main part of your character sheet?
Skills.
Go to
Cool.
main.
So you see. Well, no, it's in skills too, and this is a good useful way to do it. So you see to the right of perception, you have the total bonus. I think yours is a +6.
Correct.
Click on the +6 and drag it over the chat window and drop it in there, and it'll roll that for you.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Boom. So you rolled an 8.
No, where do we
So
put
now
our
you
initiative?
go into the combat tracker, and you should be able to see your own name. And then there's an initiative column. Type your score into that little. Click on that box and type the numbers in.
I see order.
Yeah, I see order.
Yeah.
Is order
Someone
the
share
right
their screen with me.
one? Okay. Mine is shared in the Google
Okay.
Hangouts.
Oh, yep. No, I type initiative in.
Oh,
That's on me.
okay.
My bad, gang.
So yeah, I got
I couldn't enter anything in.
Yeah, Karen has
So
an
it
eye.
won't show us what each other's initiative is, but it'll show the order that we go in.
Yep. So when I start putting it in, it'll put it out. Char-Lee got a rockin' 21.
Yeah, but look at what Tam got. 27.
Jeez.
Tam got a
High
first
roll.
Natural 20 of the game.
Tam got the
and
first
it's on
net
an
20.
initiative.
And if anything,
on
the
initiative.
order should now be.
Hey, I'll take it.
Sorry, I
Right,
got that
yeah.
wrong. Tam should be 27.
Yep.
And Eeyonce is... There we go. Is everyone seeing Tam on top?
I do.
Char-Lee,
Karen, Eeyonce. Yep, looks great.
Yep. All right. So what you notice is a couple of things happen. Ooh, God, you guys did well for yourselves. Fuck you.
Fuck the dragon.
Hey, there's no dragon that you're aware
We're
of.
not here to kink shame, all right?
Ah.
All right.
Dragons are intelligent, consenting creatures. They can do what they like.
They can do all the bards they want.
So I don't have. So I'm going to use these small fire elementals as fire. So just know that where you see these on the map, those areas are on
Oh,
fire.
that is fire? Okay, yeah.
Yep, and they're not fire elementals. Those are fire.
Great.
Actual fire.
Okay.
And what I can say is from that roll, you will also see a... Oh no, I did not mean to spin a fire elemental. You also see this small creature. Looks exactly like that portrait you see there. That's kind of all you can make out of it, flying inside of those flames. So now we're going to, and I'll make them visible. So I'll make two things visible. So if you all notice in the combat tracker, you'll see a small elemental of some sort, an environmental hazard. The fire performs certain actions on turns.
Oh, wow.
Gotcha.
So it's like a layer action almost.
Yep.
Okay.
All right. So all of you are in here, and as this fire erupts, a couple things happen. The 40-some odd people inside this room start freaking out, and in the panic, almost all of the benches are completely overturned. The any square that has a bench in it or next to it, if you look at them as columns, counts as difficult terrain.
Ah, okay. As columns?
Ow.
Yeah.
Cool, got it.
So any area of the bench counts as difficult terrain. Nate, I'm moving you off of your...
Oh, okay. Oh, gotcha. Okay.
Square.
Right.
And so there's all difficult terrain.
Is he like breakdancing, spinning around in a circle?
Yes, I have skill. I have skill in dank moves.
So people are freaking out and screaming. What I will say right now is that if you guys want to interact with the fire, you can try to put it out. I won't. I'll tell you what happens based on what you do. But if you guys if you guys are trying to save people, well, we've got rules for that. So if you want to try to save people, one person. Actually, I think I can just share these rules with you guys really quickly. Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
So here are the rules, and I'll read them for you. PCs can each help 2 spectators at a time out of the room's southern door. Once a PC is on the correct side of the room, we'll use the rug as the delineating factor. And rescuing spectators requires 3 actions, which includes the first action is locating a spectator, the second one is calming them, the third one is escorting them to the exit. As long as you're on a side of the room, you can do that without moving. This is verbally directing, essentially. This doesn't necessarily require moving adjacent to them. You only need to be on the right side of the room. If multiple of you hold your turns to work together, 2 PCs working together can move 6 spectators instead of 1 moving 2.
Oh, okay.
I'm going to quickly re-hide this, if I can. Did that close it for you guys as well?
No.
No.
All right.
No, but I can close it.
Yeah, I
you
can
can
just
see for guys
close
and
it.
exit out now.
Okay. So you said it's 3 actions to rescue a spectator?
Yeah, it's your full turn.
Okay.
But as you notice in the combat tracker, there's a little flag next to Tarn or Tam.
Tam?
Tam, you're going first.
Oh, yeah,
You
I
have
see.
3. Here's our new action. Here's our new action economy of the game. You get 3 actions. Every action is equal. There's no longer move actions and standard actions. You get 3 actions in a turn.
And a reaction.
Yep. Tam, what would you like to do? There's fires breaking out. There's 40-some-odd people in the room freaking out. And the building seems to be on fire.
Okay.
And by that, I mean, hang on for one hot second. I'm going to get some water. Trent, would you be so kind to say the phrase, please?
talk amongst yourselves.
All right,
I'm
be
getting
right back.
beklemmed.
Okay. I'm
Peacock
planning...
mantis shrimps are neither peacocks nor mantises nor shrimps. Talk amongst yourselves.
The Holy Roman Empire was the Holy Roman Northern Empire. Discuss. When I was in college, I actually wrote a 10-page research paper on that exact topic. Anyway, I am planning on charging straight forward and hurling my harpoon at this thing. So I don't know what y'all are planning on doing.
I'm planning on helping people.
Char-Lee's probably just going over to stamp out the fire because she's resistant to fire.
Ah, yes. And Karen is going to yell that out in Goblin.
I have no idea what that says.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Perfect.
All right. So Tam, what's going on, buddy?
So I would like to move myself kind of more central. Moving towards whatever the direction was I need to start helping people. And start that process.
So you're already on one of the sides of the building.
Okay.
So if you want to instantly take 3 actions, that will move 2 spectators out. That will move 2 people out of the room.
Okay. We will do that then.
1 second. I'm going to grab a pencil so I can keep track of this. Wait a second. I have an in-game notes functionality. Fuck this shit.
I'm just like, nobody panic. The fire hasn't spread that far yet. Move out in an orderly fashion, single file, hand on the person in front of you. You know, basically like fire drills back in like 1st grade, kind of.
Okay. So your first action is going to be to locate a couple people that you feel like you can talk to easily.
Yep.
And then you're going to spend the second kind of action like calming them down, and the third one, you get 2 out. All right, so we're going to move this turn along. Char-Lee, it's your turn. What's going on?
Char-Lee's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. I believe her speed is 30.
I'm looking it up for you right now. 25 is your speed.
Oh, okay.
25 is the new default speed.
Yeah, it's 25
Because you get
now.
3 actions in a turn.
Fair enough. She's gonna be right here, and
Okay.
yeah. How about take out a hand crossbow
That's an action.
and
Hand crossbow.
and fire that thing at this this dude standing over here.
Okay. What's the range on a hand crossbow?
It is 60 feet.
60 feet. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yeah, you're fat. Now, what I will say is already there is smoke billowing out from the fire. So what I need you to do for me is I need you to roll a DC 5 flat check. So no modifier, no
Everyone?
bonus. Roll a D20 if you get. Nope, just Char-Lee for trying to shoot through the smoke. 5 or higher, no penalty on your attack.
Wait. So what do I do?
Just pick up a D20 and drop it in the chat. This is a flat. It's called a flat check. No bonuses. So 4. You rolled low. The smoke's so bad on your attack that you're gonna miss. It's a concealment chance, basically.
What did Tam
smoke,
do?
You just can't miss. Tam got 2 people out.
Okay.
Charlie
likes fire,
but not smoke.
So that's the end of your turn. Karen.
Can I run through my allies?
Yes, you can move through friendlies.
Okay, so 5, 10, 15. Wait, let's see. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. So then that's 1, 2, and then 5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, now, so I have moved like 30 feet, so I think that's 2 actions, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
And pick a square. Right now you're straddling 2.
Oh, am I? Oh,
Yeah.
Here. There we go.
Yeah.
5, 10, 15, 20. Okay, and now I am within my first range increment, and I'm going to hurl my spear at that thing.
So first things first, because of that smoke, also roll that flat check.
Oh,
for me.
yeah,
Pick
flat check.
20. Drop it in the chat for me. You're fine. All right,
Okay.
that's legitimate. This is also the marker should be placed appropriately. So if you want to, go ahead and inside of your character sheet, in actions, pick the first of the 3 attack bonuses for your spear.
Okay, and then drop
Drag
it in
it
the chat.
over the actual icon.
Oh, the icon of the... Oh.
Yep,
Whoops.
because it'll then, if you want to keep it though, you can.
Yeah,
I can tell you
I'll keep that
that
roll if that's okay.
It's literally on the table. All right, and I can tell you
so 21.
that does hit its AC. It's not
Excellent.
a critical. So now go ahead and drag the damage over that
over
token.
the creature.
And auto-roll
Okay,
damage.
gotcha. So that's a 1d6 plus 4 piercing. So that's 5 plus what, 9? Did that work?
No, I didn't see it. Just take the damage and drag it over the...
The elemental's token? Ah, small
Yeah.
elemental. There we go. Drop. There it goes. So
Boom,
3
and
plus 4 is
now
7.
shows wounded to all of you in the combat tracker.
Yep.
Because you did damage to it.
And can I use the rest of my turn to pull back my harpoon, like with the rope that's attached to it?
You use one action
Oh,
to
you're
get
right.
up there.
That's right. And then the
action to get
second
there.
to...
It'd be an interact action to draw it back next
That's
turn.
right. Okay.
All right, that's Karen's turn. Eeyonce. What do you got going on?
I also would like to try and help to get people out.
Sure.
How many? Okay, never mind. Yeah, I'm gonna start by just trying to get people away from the fire. So whoever's like closest to the fire over in. Oh, we can't ping, can we?
No, I don't think you can. If you can,
You can drop flags.
Can you use pointers?
Well, whoever's closest to the fire, I want to start moving them towards the door and work on getting people out.
Okay. So what I'm gonna say is that because you and Tam are working on the same side, I'm going to count this as 2 people working together. So you will get 2 out, and the 2 of you working together will get an extra 2 out as a bonus.
Oh, that's awesome. So you guys got 6 together?
Perfect.
Yep.
That's awesome.
Perfect.
Good job, y'all. How many did you say are in here total? Like 40?
People are out. About 40. But what
Jeez.
you'll notice now, near the end of the round, is that the council members at the top, at first stunned, have sort of broken out of their stupor and are running over and trying to work some of the people out as well. They're helping the less wounded out. Like they're
Gotcha.
getting the low hanging fruit evacuation out. They are helping. They're helping to get a few out.
I gotcha.
All right. So now it is going to be this small elemental's turn. Well, it's got some shit going on, and it sees you as being the closest, Karen. So
And I also just
first thing
hurled
that
it with a harpoon into it.
yeah, Karen, do me a favor. Give me a perception check. Just roll it in there.
Perception. One moment. Pulling it up. Okay. That's going to be a 11.
11. I'll call that high enough. You see the exact spot your harpoon hit. As the flames lick over it, that part of its skin begins to knit back together, just gently.
I yell out, "Get him all out! This thing is not regular!"
And now...
Well, it's been a while for me, too.
It's going to fly...
Ah!
I grabbed the wrong thing. 5, 10, 15. You know what? It'll stop there. It's going to open, and it's going to use 2 actions to open its jaw.
Ugh.
And it breathes a cone of fire out over you, Karen.
Oh shit.
So right off the bat, Karen, I'm going to need you to roll me a reflex save.
Reflex save. You
Just-
got it? Oh, that was
21.
pretty good.
So
21.
you're going to succeed.
Regular success?
Regular success,
Okay.
which means you're going to take half damage.
Okay. Cool, that hurt though. Oh, that's my order in the initiative. Oh shit.
So,
Oh god.
that's going to be a fire. You will take 2 points of damage.
Oh, thank God,
So
that's
let's go
way
ahead.
less than I thought.
However, you also catch on fire.
Oh fuck.
In fuego.
So at the end of your turn, you will take 1d4 persistent fire damage.
Okay. Is there a way to get that off? If I use an action to
stop,
beat it out or
Flat
something?
check.
What's that?
You can try different things. You'll get a flat check every single turn, but there's also a couple
okay.
different things that can happen
Does the flat check
Alright.
come at the beginning or end of my round?
after you take the damage.
Okay.
All right. Now it's going to progress forward, though. Now you're going to see something interesting happen. Now it's the fire's turn to act. So the fire is going to spread. And you see it move out and start burning. Basically, what I'll say, so you guys can have a little bit of an idea, mechanically, every turn the fire will spread to a number of squares equal to half the number it currently occupies.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I know what that means with math. That's bad.
Yeah.
And sure enough, it's now round 2. Tam, it's your turn. The room is on fire. Oh, actually, no, one of the things happens. You see a couple of guards burst into the room. At the bottom, "What's going on in here?" And they shout.
Fire! 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 I am going to continue working with Eeyonce to get people out.
Okay. I'm grabbing a couple of guard tokens. Things you use as generic guard tokens. You know what? Yeah. This person feels like a guard.
Oh, are we getting...
Here they go.
Hey, tokens. Rad.
Yeah, man. Pathfinder art-specific tokens. The guards pop in. All right, Tam, you spend 3 actions. Let me go ahead and jot that down in my notes. So you get 2 more. All right, that's your whole turn. As you're encouraging people out of there, I can just young Tom Holland. Go. Char-Lee, it's your turn.
Alright, she's gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, right up in here. And right at this guy here, can you see that if I select it?
Which guy?
This fire elemental kind of in the center.
I see that it's highlighted in red.
Okay, yeah.
The small elemental, or do you mean the little flame?
Yeah, the flame.
Oh yeah, the flame. Even though it reads as fire elemental, that's just fire.
Right.
Yeah.
So that square of fire, which is going to interact to pull out a frost vial.
Okay.
And throw it at that one.
That's awesome.
Okay. So go ahead and roll an attack roll. Just roll it into the chat. I'm gonna use Starfinder rules. It's an AC 5 to hit a unoccupied square. So as it hits, and so what's going to happen is it's only going to put out that exact place that it's on.
Okay.
However, that does splash damage, right?
Correct.
So that is going to wash over the little flying, actual animated elemental to the left of it.
Ooh.
Yeah.
And go ahead and do you have? Give me a perception check. Actually, no. Yeah.
Oof.
Or dead set
Nothing.
focused. And so it does. Was it 1 point of splash damage on that, Trent?
It is. Yep.
All right.
Awesome.
So that's gonna hit it. Oh, right. No, that's not its order. My bad. That's supposed to be its wounds. So that's it hits and wounds the creature.
I did something.
All right, Karen.
Okay, I will use my first action to pull my harpoon out.
Okay.
Then I'm going to
Pull the
then I'm going to step up and and lunge forward with my spear into it.
Okay,
So,
you step close to it, get the spear out. Remember to
that's an
attack.
18.
In the future, roll it over him, not on them.
Oh, that's right. I keep forgetting.
That is a hit. So go ahead and roll damage. Drag it over,
Yeah, over
the
his
elemental.
token. Yes. There we go.
That'll automatically
Woo!
apply.
9 damage.
And if you look at what it says over in the
Oh,
combat tracker.
that's awesome. It says it's dying.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Yep. It falls unconscious to the ground.
Oh, shit.
You still technically have an action left.
Oh, do I? Okay, then I'm going to...
Kick it.
You said it's
no,
like...
wait, no, that's right. No, because you drew it, stepped, and
Yeah,
attacked.
I'm done. I'm good.
All right, Eeyonce, what are you up to?
I am helping Tam get another round of people out.
All right. Right now, our total, you're looking at a sweet 12 people.
Nice.
Nice.
I gotta say,
12 out of 40.
Oh, well, no, except what you're seeing is that on the other side, the town council has gotten a lot of people out.
Okay.
As a matter of fact, you have gotten an almost equal number out at the same time.
Shit, yeah.
Okay, so, alright, a little over half.
All right, Eeyonce, you do that. Fire's turn. So, guess what's going to happen? Fire's going to spread.
Oh, you said the elemental's, like, unconscious?
Yeah. It's dying. It's dead.
Ah.
So the fire spreads. I'm rounding.
It's dead?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is dead, then I want to use my reaction to cast Death's Call.
Oh.
Or use Death's Call.
What's that?
Okay.
I need to figure out how this actually works.
So I can walk through this with you.
Yeah.
Inside of actions, what you're going to do is you're just going to move your focus point. So you've used it says 1/0. You
Right.
have one. You've used 0. Just take it up to 1. It'll be 1/1. Just click on 1 and type it into, or click on 0 and type it to 1. Boom. You cast Death's Call.
Okay, well, how do I make it do its thing then?
You don't. You gain temporary hit points equal to the creature's level plus your wisdom modifier.
That's so awesome.
So I can tell you right now that this is I would just tell you gain a total of 5 temporary hit points. So there you go.
That's so cool.
So you, as the life kind of leaves its body,
Is that
you.
modify- oh, yep, there it is.
Yep, I see you've got
Right
5
there.
temps. That's so cool.
So I imagine. So you reach down. Where do you wear your holy symbol?
Around my neck.
You reach down, your hand grabs the holy symbol, you focus for a second. As you sort of recognize the passing of that creature, you just sort of, and then I'm imagining that less that you take its energy, but like in the moment that creature's energy is leaving leaving and dying, going back to its plane of existence, you take a moment to just grab a little bit of the boneyard from the other side and pull it into you. And you feel it course through your veins. All right. The fire's turn. It spreads. It's getting a little dicey. However, the fire is getting worse because not only does it spread there, but at the northern end of the room, those doors burst open, and the fire roars into the 2 guards at the southern end. What should we do? What should we do?
I yell out.
Get people out!
Yeah, I yell what I said in the chat. In Goblin, I yell out to Char-Lee, help me put out the fire, Char-Lee!
The guards, people are already heading out.
Then I yell out, then get this fire at the top!
Get buckets, water stuff, things, go! Get the...
Yeah, alright. So, let's see. I'm gonna pop down to turn 3 now.
Okay.
Tam, it's your turn. As you're yelling, buckets, get buckets! And the guards, yeah, right, buckets, going! And they just run out. You already hear them yelling
with
to a couple
water
of
in them.
people. You already hear them yelling to a couple of people in the town circle.
Yeah,
Grab
don't
the
throw
buckets,
empty buckets on the
form
fire,
a
it just makes it
line,
worse.
Form a line!
I will continue to work with Eeyonce and just get more people out.
Okay. Let me throw Tam. So Tam, you're up. You've got 6 people out. Char-Lee, your turn.
Char-Lee is a hero. I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, and stand on this piece of fire and try and stamp it out.
Shit, yeah.
Now, are you immune to fire?
She is fire resistance equal to half her level, minimum 1.
So 1.
So that means you'll take. So for the record, resistance means you'll take 1 less damage.
Right. Yeah.
Let me stop you though, because even as you get adjacent to the fire,
Yeah.
you're going to take 4 points of fire damage. That's with the
Ow.
resistance applied.
Ow, 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 ow.
Ooh.
some hot fire.
Dang,
I get the
yeah.
impression that if you step into it, you'd take even more damage.
Okay, never mind.
Yeah, yikes, damn.
She's going to get there and after taking that and not being happy about it,
Do you have another frost vial?
no, that's actually, well, yeah. So she will, I think it's spend a turn with Quick Bomber or not Quick Bomber, Quick Alchemy. Spend
It's
an action
an action.
to craft one,
Yeah.
and she's gonna throw it. I guess. Well, why not? At the one in front of her.
Okay. Boom. Puts it out instantly.
Cool.
All right, those are your 3 actions. You got to move, quick alchemy, throw.
Yep.
All right, Karen, it's your turn.
All right. I have a strange question.
You do hear the guards starting to organize some sort of bucket line out there.
Okay, sweet. I have a weird question. Does the elemental look like it's small enough that it could fit under my shield if I dropped it over it like a bowl? I'm trying to snuff it out like a candle.
Does the elemental look like a bitch?
Yeah, it does look like a pit. However, the elemental itself isn't flaming.
It's
the
not?
fire.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
it's
gotcha.
set the fire, but it being unconscious.
Gotcha. It's
The
not
fire's
flaming
on fire.
currently. Okay, then I'm gonna go 5,
So
10.
right now the fire is spreading organically.
Gotcha. I'm gonna go 15 up to here, and then use 2 actions to put out as much fire as I can, if possible.
Real quick, as you step up, though, you're going to take. As you step next to the fire, into your. It'll be at the end. As a warning shot, at the end of your turn, you'll take 3 points of damage.
That's fine.
Yes.
But
All
I'll
right.
use 2 actions to get rid of as much fire as I can.
All right. How are you trying to put out the fire?
Stamping it out, and I'm trying to see if I can use my shield to snuff it out, kind of like a candle. You know, put it over it like a bowl.
You're going to try, and even with 2 actions, it just doesn't seem like something that's going to happen without
Okay.
something that is just like it is roaringly like you might like push it back a little, and
Okay.
it's still.
All right. Then I'm gonna yell out, "Everyone, get out! We're not gonna be able to do this without water."
All right. Eeyonce.
Oh no, Tam and I worked together this round to get another
Yeah.
6 people out.
All right, so you're looking at almost 18 people out, and it seems to be similarly. The council people have another almost 18 people they pulled out. So
Perfect.
you've got loosely about 4 more people left in the building.
Perfect.
Groovy.
Yep, that was all I needed. I'm good with.
Elemental's out. We're at the bottom of 3 for the environmental hazard. Things are looking rough, and fire is going to spread. Right now we have up north. It spreads, and over where each of you are, the fire just seems to come right back. And
Oh,
continue
shit.
To spread.
The roof
Ooh,
is on fire.
is on fire. All right. It's now top of 4. Tam, only really 2 more people for you to get out.
I'm gonna get those 2 people out.
All right, spend your whole turn. You
Yep.
get 2 people out. You are cleared. Like you see the council people getting there are a couple people out as well. So
Oh,
Eeyonce,
excellent.
on your turn, there's nothing. The people are out. It's a clear.
And
building.
the second the last people get out, I'm gonna turn. This is like, all right, everyone's out. You 2 with the fire, get out, go, go, go. You know,
Mhm.
All right, Char-Lee, it's your turn. At the end of
Char-Lee.
your turn, if you are still next to fire, you will take fire damage.
Charlie goes, oh fuck, oh fuck.
And let's see, 5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, she's gonna throw another frost vial right there.
To
All
where?
right, what happened? What are your options when you right-click the map?
Delete token, rotate left, rotate right.
Yeah, do me a favor, rotate just delete the token you throw it on, for me.
Oh, nice.
That piece of fire gets out. I feel like I need to get you like a little bomb token that you can just place wherever you're throwing.
Yeah, right.
Actually, you know what? No, that's weird. We're not doing that. Oh, I know exactly what I'll do. Trent, for when it comes up, use this token.
Oh, nice.
P for bomb. Place it wherever you need
Whoa.
in the future.
It's gone.
How about now? Is it still there?
I see it.
Ah,
Cool.
okay.
Okay, if you need to in the future, that's where you can designate where you're throwing. All right, so you pull bomb out, you throw bomb, and you move. That's your turn.
Cool.
All right, Karen, you're next to a lot of fire. If you end your turn there, you will
Okay.
take damage,
And the elemental is dead, right?
as far as you know.
Okay. So I'm gonna go 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, 55, 60, 65, 70, 75. Just hauling ass out of there. I think. There we go.
All right.
Hauling ass out.
Let's see. So I think Quick Bomber Trent lets you draw 2 bombs as a single action. So yes, hypothetically, you could have still had an extra bomb drawn from the turn before, and so you could have had a movement free left this turn.
Oh, that's cool. So yeah, maybe run, move an extra 25, I guess.
Oh no, Quick Bomber. Oh, I see. Yeah, they changed that. Quick Bomber is you throw with it in the same action you draw. So yes, Trent, you would have that extra action.
Oh, and as I run past Eeyonce, I yell, "Don't burn your dress, love!"
Okay.
Oh, I am very conscious of the fact that I cannot be anywhere near that fire. I am keeping a distance for a reason.
And sure enough, it is Eeyonce's turn.
All right, everybody's pretty much on their way out. All of the council members are out.
They'll be out. It looks like they have 2 more people to get out. Then it looks like they'll run out at the end of this turn.
All right. I am just going to book it then. Let's see, where some 30?
It's in multiples of 25 is your movement speed.
No, she's an elf.
Oh.
Elf's fucking fast.
Oh wow, shit. Okay, yeah. Then you get 30, I guess.
Elves are base 30,
I
which is
didn't
why
know.
elves are kind of cool. But
Didn't know that.
come on, dude, they're quick elven stride.
Yeah, true. Like Legolas on the snow.
That far?
If you, that's one action. You could spend another 2 actions on movement, and get completely out of the building. I think.
Yep.
Are there? Well, I don't want to necessarily use all of my actions on running though, because I can move and still cast the spell, right?
Depending on how many actions the spell takes, yeah.
Because you just used 1 action to move 20 or 30 feet, so you could cast any spell that that costs up to 2 actions.
So which
Okay,
is
so-
all your spell.
Pretty much, yeah, all your
Yeah.
spells.
You can still cast all you want.
So, I wanted to see if there are any like large curtains or tapestries or something that I could try and throw over some of that fire to help put it out or keep it from spreading.
Sure. So I will say it'll take a perception check for you to look around the room.
Yeah,
That's an
fine.
action. That'll take one of your actions to look.
Okay, that's fine.
Okay, so grab your perception die, chuck it in the chat.
Nice.
So even with the smoke and fire, you can see pretty well through it. And what you're noticing is that it's a relatively Spartan room. Not really anything in the way of decorations. And the few things are sort of like wood carvings and sort of like wood paintings.
Nothing that you'd like throw over a fire to put it out.
No, not. It's sort of the opposite. Who knows what kind of oil paints they've used on those wood placards.
Okay.
So you've got 1 action left this turn. And then Tam, you'll be on deck once the fire gets to act.
I think I'm just gonna hold that last action.
Okay.
I'm
So-
content.
Not really anything you can do with it, like holding an action in moving the thing, but that's fine. You'll kind of stall
Yeah,
it
I
out.
don't need to save it or anything. I just stall out.
So the fire, it's going to do some fire spread and bullshit. I will say I'm digging Sirenscape.
It's really great.
Mm-hmm.
Are you picking that up?
Sorry,
That music up too, Erin?
Mhm.
So fire just keeps spreading. And now there's a new condition in effect. At the end of a turn, at turn 4+, creatures in the room take 1d6 points of damage, period, at the end of their turn.
Oh, shit.
Smoke inhalation.
Ooh.
All
That's at
right.
the end of your turn, though. So if you can think of ways to deal with that or fight it, you can. So, Tam, it's your turn. I do love all the goblin chatter going on.
Yeah, you hear the large orc Karen yelling in Goblin back and forth with Char-Lee.
Alright, I am having a hell of a time seeing the grid here, so.
You gotta zoom in sometimes.
Yeah, the
20,
grid is.
10, 15, 20, 25.
And if you hold down your middle mouse wheel, if you have a mouse wheel, then you can just pan move the screen. Or pan move
Okay.
the map.
So I am going to move there.
Okay.
Still kind of be, it's like making sure like the council members and stuff get out, and I'm gonna like try to like tie like a rag or like a bandana over my face to try to fight this.
Okay. just a regular bandana?
Yep, haven't done nothing to do for it, but I'm still gonna be able. This is like, come on, get out! Everyone else is out. Go, 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 go.
Tying the bandana on. All right. I'll say the bandana on. It's close, but it's not quite enough.
Yep.
You gather that as it's just kind of drifts through. 6 points of damage.
Oh,
Ugh.
but takes away from temporary first, so.
Hey.
It does. So temp goes down to 0, and you have 1 point in wound.
Alright.
All right. Not too bad.
All right, Char-Lee.
Yeah, Charlie's booking it.
Yeah, you have just enough movement to get out if you use all 3 actions.
20, 25.
It's like 65 to get out, I think, for you.
5, 10, 15, 20. Yeah, she's out of here.
And Char-Lee, what you see as you run out is you see they've just finished forming a bucket line to the water towers, and the very first bucket is working its way toward the door.
She she accidentally like sort of fumbles into the person holding it, and it just goes splashing everywhere.
Well, it's not there yet, but you're seeing it
Okay.
come. Like
Okay.
at the end of the turn is when it will reach the door.
Well, where
Right,
the water's
Karen.
coming, everything will be fine.
Okay, me?
I'm gonna move
Alright.
the bomb out of the way.
I have more than enough movement to get out of there, so I'm bailing. Using all my actions.
Okay. Eeyonce.
Out.
Smoke-filled room.
Run like hell.
Yeah, you got elf movement speed. Just go ahead and put yourself right outside the front doors. All right. Fire. You know what? Let's remove that elemental token. Because fire gonna... 6. Ooh, yeah. Fire just gonna keep spreading. It's not looking good for the town council chambers.
No, it is not.
As she runs out, Charlie screams,
Charlie did not set this fire. Charlie did not set this fire.
And Karen is going up to Charlie going, shush, love, shush, love. It's alright, no one thinks it was you, love. It's alright. Calm down, calm down.
Smoke grows thick in the room, Tammy. You realize you're the only one left in there as it's burning. And you can hear shouts coming from outside the door from the councilwoman, Gardenia, just screaming, "Oh, we have to save the building, please! Everyone, bring water, keep it coming!" Tam, what do you do?
So everyone is out now?
Except for you.
What's that?
Except for you.
Except for me. Okay. Yeah, I'm leaving.
No, you're breakdancing.
So you run outside, and right as it happens, the first bucket of water shows up to anyone who's there at the door. Who wants to take?
Karen is a few feet away from the door to the side, kind of kneeling down like a Slav squat, trying to calm down Char-Lee.
Charlie did not set this fire.
I probably come out. I'm like taking a moment, trying to collect myself, just like hacking and coughing and
And
good times.
Once again, you see Greta run forward and just sort of, please, I recognize what you're doing, and it's so much. But if there's anything you can do, we have to try to save the building. If the fire like this could spread so much further if we don't put it out here first.
All right. Where
Charlie,
can we go? Oh, it's Charlie?
We're already bringing you water. Anything you can do, please.
Mom?
Come on, Charlie, grab a bucket. And I grab one bucket from the closest person, and then I grab another from the person nearest them, like I'm double fisting buckets, and I run back in, straight in.
Well, let's wait till it's your turn. So, Charlie, you do nothing, delay, move your turn.
She's gonna grab a bucket.
All right. So that is an action to grab.
Okay.
Yeah.
And let me say that right now, just so you mechanically know what's going on. Let me roll up here. A bucket will let you douse 4 squares worth of fire for an action.
Shit. Okay. All right.
Okay. So I grabbed 2. Does that take 2 of my actions?
It will when it's your turn. First,
Okay.
it's Charlie's turn.
Oh, okay.
Charlie, one action, you grab a bucket. And you do see the smoke coming out of there. And you gather there is still potential smoke damage at the end of the turn if you're just breathing the air. Tam has a dry bandana over his face. It doesn't seem to have done quite much.
Yep. That's 2. Well, actually, I'll go back.
I'll probably say just like try to like cough that out. I mean, I was just like, wet some rags over your face. It'll help you breathe.
Can I spend an action doing that? Is that one action?
Yes.
Okay. So she's there with a bucket.
All right.
And
wet rag
a
over
rag
your
over her
face.
face.
You're going to take 2 points. I'll put on sheet 2 points of damage from smoke inhalation.
All right.
Karen, your turn.
Okay.
Action per bucket.
All right, so I'll take 2 buckets and then run in. So 5, 10, 15, 20. Oh, that's the bomb. That's not me.
That's mine. That's for me.
So yeah, there. I'm
And
right
you're
there.
going to take, Karen, you're going to take 5 points of damage from the smoke since you have a
Yikes.
bandana on.
All right, that's fine.
Total is not 57.
Ooh, yeah, nice.
57 total. 57 points of smoke.
I know I'm not used to fire as an island dweller, but damn.
You are dead. Your mother is dead. Your whole family is dead from smoke inhalation.
All right, Eeyonce, you're outside. You see them going in.
So, focus spells.
Yeah.
Do I only get the one that I have a focus point for?
So no, that should have changed. You should actually have a total of 2 because your other focus ability gives you 1. So it shouldn't be 1/. Let me change that for you. There you go. You have 2 focus points.
So that means I can use Inspire Courage.
Yeah. So I mean, you could even use Lingering Composition and then Inspire Courage, and because Lingering Composition is a free action.
Hmm.
Okay, so is that like a per day, per rest?
Not even that. You can get 1 focus point back for every 10 minutes you spend reflecting, connecting with your muse, performing, or writing new pieces.
I don't think Nate knows about who your muse is.
We'll let that come out in roleplay.
Let it come out naturally.
What's kind of cool about focus points is focus points essentially mean per combat. If there's a really time-sensitive reason that combat to combat to combat might have to happen really quickly, you won't be able to get them back. But if you have even 30 minutes between combats, you'll be able to get all of your focus points back.
Okay.
And for you, it takes 20 minutes. Nate only has 1 focus point, so 10 minutes between combat, he's back at full.
Nice.
It's a balancing feature I like. So they basically limit it per combat.
Okay. I get it.
So are you going to, I'm guessing, then do some bardic shit?
Yeah, we're gonna do some bardic
That
shit.
sounds great.
So we'll start with. Well, let me check range here. Oh, okay. So we're gonna start with lingering composition.
All right. So first things first is roll me a performance check.
Ooh.
So sad.
It's hard to perform. It's hard to sing when you've got smoke in your lungs.
Right.
So 10. So I think I'm going to double check the DC on this. Oh god. Level-based DCs, your highest one. So here's the kind of cool thing about this. You're going to fail, but because you fail, you don't spend the focus points for casting the spell.
Oh, nice.
Oh, okay.
That's unique to lingering composition.
Okay. We'll
So
take
you don't
that.
spend that. That's your one free action this round. So if you wanted to go ahead and inspire courage, you can do that.
Yes, I would still like to inspire courage.
So it takes one action. Tell me a little bit about how Eeyonce inspires courage.
And who?
It's everyone within 60 feet.
Oh shit!
Yeah, it's
Cool.
everyone that can hear me.
Oh wow.
So like all the villagers with their bucket chains, all of you running into the smoke.
Since we're just getting into bardic shit, she's basically just gonna do some crowd control, work the crowd, like, are you ready type hype.
Nice.
Getting everyone focused, like making
There's like
sure they're paying
Space Jam playing in
attention.
the background.
You know what? The people are loving it.
Good morning, Breachill!
She's like taking an extra time, like make eye contact with people and smile at them.
I am literally dying to death in the burning building, and I am so fucking hype right now.
Wait, I have a screen for Char-Lee too. Alright.
Perfect.
So what I'll say is that will speed up the buckets for the next turn. So like a few buckets
Nice.
start piling up. You know what? I'll give it a one extra bucket shows up. So there's now 2 there waiting.
Oh, interesting. When the DM rolls, it shows the dice rolling, but it doesn't show the result.
Yeah,
It just goes gray.
down.
All right.
I
So we're now at
believe I still have one more action that I would like to use
do.
to
Sorry.
cover my face.
Yep. So you tie it up. I almost imagine that's a little difficult for you, like emotionally.
Covering her face.
Oh no, I have a matching scarf that I can use
Oh,
if I
okay.
fail.
I'd like to keep it
ornately
on.
decorated specifically to match the set.
Okay,
Don't worry,
perfect.
no.
That's the
Okay,
takeaway.
No,
All
it
right.
adds to the look. It accessorizes.
Tam, you see all of them running back in there. You can still feel the smoke in your lungs. Mechanically, nothing. Narratively, it's scary.
It's, right. I was just like, okay, this is what we're here for. This is why I came out here. We can totally do this. So I'm going to take one of the one of the buckets.
Interact action.
Yep. I'm going to kind of like splash some of the water on my face so
Another
it gets the
interact
bandana wet.
Yep.
And then I am going to 1, 2, 4, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25 into the room and start like acting as kind of a mediary to get more buckets inside.
All right. You're looking at, because of the bandana, it's down to 2 points of damage. The smoke's kind of coming in. All right. Char-Lee. All right. And now, if you want to throw the bucket of water, give me an attack roll.
Sorry, I was talking. Yeah, okay.
And I think in the
Just like
combat chart, you can just do a ranged attack die.
That's how that's going to work? Okay.
Ranged.
It's in actions, I think.
Oh,
It's also
Nice.
Oh, it is also in combat. I see.
natural
Hey, damn,
20.
nat 20!
I'm gonna
No.
say, I'm gonna
Do
say,
I expertly
Eric
throw it
moves.
across 8 squares?
yeah, I will let you double it. It's a crit.
Oh,
Pick 8 of
hell
them and
yeah.
remove
Shit,
them. So
yeah.
while you're doing that, let's move down to Karen.
Alright. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40. Yeah, okay, I'm going to run right up next to Char-Lee, because that's 2... Oop, not that close. Right over... Right there. And then I'm going to also hurl my 2 buckets. Do you want that to be 1 attack or 2 attack? How am I going to do
Well,
that?
if you want to just throw one bucket will remove 4 squares.
Gotcha, okay. Oh wait, that's... here.
Because you already used 2 actions, you can throw one bucket.
Yeah, there we go.
All right.
23.
You throw it, go ahead and remove 4 of those.
Alright.
Eeyonce, it's your turn.
All right. So I'm going to. It's an action to pick up each bucket.
Yeah, picking up any bucket is an action, and there's an extra bucket there. Tam took one, and there's one more there right now.
Okay, so I'm going to move. To here.
So does that pick up a bucket, move, and you still got one left?
God, I hate to mention this, but
No, I don't pick up a bucket. I just move.
Okay. What's up?
so I think
Trent?
we need. Do we take smoke damage from being in here?
Oh, yes. Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm
he's
so
right.
sorry.
No, he's right.
All right. Charlie, you're going to take 1 extra point. Karen, you're going to take 1 point.
Whew. Alright, I can deal with 1.
Looks like Karma had your back.
Yeah.
It's also going to take 1 point of damage.
Hey.
That having really rolling out in your favor. The rule of Pathfinders, unless it says otherwise, you round down, and I just rolled 3 3s.
Dang, nice. That's great.
So Eeyonce, you move in there. That's 1 action. You got 2 actions left.
I am going to use Mage Hand to grab one of the buckets.
Okay.
Mm.
Because I don't want to get anywhere near that fire, and I can stay 30 feet away and use the Mage Hand to carry it.
Clever. And you won't get your
Alright.
own dress wet by
Range.
splashing out of your bucket.
30
Okay.
feet. So you can get. The B will now represent bucket.
Makes sense.
So I guess I would have had to bring the bucket in with me.
No, because you can start
No.
at 30 feet away, and then you can move it 5, 10. 15.
B for bucket now instead of bomb.
Yeah.
So you can move it all the way to there, if you want, or just keep it next to you.
How far?
You can get it all the way to there by
Yeah,
picking it
let's
up
do
and
that.
action moving it. Okay,
Let's do that.
so you do that. I've already rolled damage for you. It's the fire's turn. It's roaring. Tam, you're up, buddy. You got a bucket of
Right.
water, and you're seeing them like have some success.
Okay.
Oh wait, sorry, I
Has
forgot to
another.
spread the fire at the end of the turn.
Yep.
My bad. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14.
7 more.
Yeah.
Oof.
All right, that's the new fire situation.
Yeesh.
I like that it has a little face.
I can barely tell. It's a little.
Well, tell you what, here you go.
Oh, nice. Oh, look at that. Jeez. Oh, Lord.
That's a lot of fire.
I'm gonna urge you on the fire.
Holy crap.
All right.
So did they bring up another bucket?
Yeah, more buckets are actively coming up. There's
Okay.
another one just running up
So
to
I'm
you.
going to grab a second one, so I've got 2 now.
Okay. Yep, and you're
Yeah.
cool. We cool.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, or wait, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. I'm going to set down the 2 buckets right there.
Okay.
And drop is a free action, right? Or
Yeah.
it doesn't count? Okay.
Correct.
And then I am going to activate my shield.
Okay.
And as the smoke comes in, and DM's discretion, if I could use shield block against the damage.
No.
Okay. Then I'm not going to do that.
Okay.
Because otherwise it just modifies my AC.
Okay. So you
Which doesn't help.
you bring the two buckets up and set them down next to Karen and Char-Lee.
Yep.
All right. And I don't think I've rolled damage for you yet.
You have not. And
Oh, 1 point of damage. I'll go ahead and add that on for you.
fantastic.
So wait,
Well,
what
since
is Tam doing?
I
drop two buckets behind
I
you.
use 2 actions to move forward and set the buckets down, and then I'm going to use 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to use my third action to start heading back to get more buckets.
Awesome.
Okay. Char-Lee, it's your turn, and there's some fresh buckets right behind you.
Yeah, so I guess she'll pick up 1,
Interact action.
and then 5, and just throw it at these guys here.
All right, give it a roll.
Oh, good lord! You didn't even see that.
Oof.
Not a critical failure. It's buckets. Those two go out.
Oh, nice.
Oh, nice.
All right, Karen. You
Okay.
got 1 bucket in hand and a fresh one behind you.
Yep, I pick
Oh,
up.
what's that? Char-Lee damage. All right, Char-Lee, you're going to take 2.
All right.
There you go.
Then I pick up the one behind me,
Okay, action.
and then run to here. So there's another action. And then I'm
Okay.
gonna just throw the bucket at the fire.
All right, go ahead and give me a
So
roll.
that's here. Okay,
Hey.
14.
Nice. All right, you're going to take 1 point of damage,
All right.
and you will hit and take out 4 of those squares. Pick
Okay,
the 4 you
I'll
want.
get
pick
that.
them out. All right, Eeyonce.
Sorry, ignore all of my inspire courage and everything down there. I was trying to see if I could like mark it on my character sheet, but apparently no, it just links it. I
I think your best bet's just going to be your focus point should be 2/1 since you got the first one back. You can just manually set that to 1 by clicking on it and typing 1. Which I didn't realize Lingering Composition did that, but I do like that if you fail it, you just get to keep it.
Yeah. But I'm just gonna sustain Mage Hand and throw that bucket as far as I can. Well,
Okay.
not throw, move it. I'm not gonna throw it until it gets within range.
Its range is 30 feet, so you'll need to move your physical self up just a hot second.
I am willing to move. See, I want to get closer to that fire. Can I go this way? Sorry, this grid is difficult.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm more. I gotta figure that out a little bit more. If you zoom in, that helps to a point.
So I can get this far?
Yep.
Which means I can move my bucket.
And part of it is that like the plank boards behind it almost look like a grid.
Yeah.
This way?
There you
Cool.
go. Yeah.
So you're letting the bucket up. So that's 2 actions. You got 1 left if you want to move yourself a little bit closer for next turn.
This is difficult terrain, so I can move half.
If you run through it, or if you want to run, your bucket's flying, so it doesn't matter. But if you want to run yourself around the outside edge,
Well, I just wanted to move somewhat diagonal towards.
okay, I can count that out for you real quick. That'd be
Yeah.
you can make it to there.
Perfect.
Cool. All right. Fire shit happens. There's a lot less of it though. Oh no, there's actually the same amount as there was last time.
There's a lot of fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
There's
these fire-
lots. It's bad.
Tam Sexton.
Oh, okay. I gotta make a
Bucket
decision
Boy
here.
Tam. Tam
Make a
Tam,
decision. Gotta make a
the
decision.
Peter Parker man.
Okay. Not realizing what's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30. Yep, gotta do it. Okay. I'm gonna move up to there. Kind of going back and like hearing coughing and stuff coming from behind me.
Mhm.
And I am. Let's see if I figure out how to do this.
You gonna check a radius?
Figure out how to cast spells.
That'll be important.
Yeah. All right. How do I?
So, this is where it's up to you real quick. So, casting it's basically just checking it. There's no automation on casting it.
Okay, that's the thing. Okay.
Yep. So you can check off one of those boxes to say when you've cast it. Now
Alright.
the question is, are you doing the one heal, the one action heal, the two action heal, or did you have to move this turn?
I had to move, so I'm doing the 2 action.
So that lets you pick one target of up to 30
Within
feet.
30 feet. Yep. So
It'll
I'm
get
picking.
D8 plus 8.
Yep.
Awesome.
I'm picking. Targeting. Char-Lee.
Yes.
So 3
So-
plus 8.
8.
Hell yeah.
So you heal. So
11.
Charlie's at full health.
Oh,
And then you just mark it off on your sheet, Nate.
Oh, that's so rad.
Where'd the plus 8 come from?
If you look at the spell on the 2 action version, it says the spell has a
Oh,
range
increased
of
hit
30
points
feet.
restored by 8. Okay, cool.
Yeah, the 2 action heal
That's
is
fucking
I missed
awesome.
that.
intense.
Charlie looks at you and like bats her eyelashes a little bit.
All right, let me roll some damage for you then. You're going to take 2 points from smoke inhalation this turn.
All right.
And now, sure enough, it is Le Charlie's turn.
She's gonna go 5,
But we're out of buckets.
10, 15, 20,
Yeah.
25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, and ask for 2 buckets.
She's got them. Boom. They're both set right there. The buckets are
Okay.
starting to pile up. As a matter of fact, you see each of the guards have... There's 2 buckets on the ground, and each of the guards have 2 buckets in hand. It looks like they're ready to run in.
Yeah, so I'll say to one of them, like,
okay, you come in, dumbass.
All right. Karen.
Okay, I still have 1 bucket, correct?
Yep.
Okay, so I'm going to hurl that.
Goes take 4 out.
10, okay. I'll do that in a second. Then I'm going to run out 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. Okay, so I can get to here. And that's my turn. And I'll delete the fires now.
Eeyonce, you got yourself a bucket.
I am going
So-
to.
Or actually,
we
wait.
have to do wounding for
Oh, yeah.
he
Thank
and
you.
Karen again.
No, I already did wounding. Oh, I didn't do wounding for Charlie. Charlie, you take 2. Karen. Ooh, Karen's all the way up to 2.
I took 2 damage?
Yeah. You're at 11 damage total.
Oh shit, okay.
9 remaining hit points.
Did I take 4 out? I think I took out 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
And Eeyonce, what are you going to do?
Okay, so if I move. It's like here. That should be close enough
Yep.
to throw that bucket.
And yeah, then you can just... One more action will... So yeah, there'll be 1 action to move there, 1 action to drop the bucket.
Yeah. It takes out 4.
Yep, and I'm taking those 4 out.
Sweet.
All right, and you still have an action left if you want to start getting out of there.
Yes.
I'm gonna move the bucket back outside. All right, let's take some Eeyonce damage. 1 point of damage. Apparently, whatever like kerchief you're using is of very high quality,
Of course it is.
which the thread count is off the charts.
It's Egyptian cotton.
Nothing but the finest.
All right. Environmental hazard. Let's see how the spread's looking this time.
So 7 more. Jesus Christ.
You guys are keeping it in check.
Ugh.
Ish.
This whole increases by half every level thing sucks.
Yeah, but you better have some guards coming in to help.
Oh, thank God. Thank Kyrgyz.
And I will say, Char-Lee, this moment, you don't know if this is reminiscent, but this might be a little dreamlike for you.
Oh, okay, yeah.
All right, Tam,
Oh.
the Tam man. I do really love the portrait you have. Like,
It's good.
I like seeing the people's either like illustrated portrait or character portrait because it very much lets me visualize. Like,
Yep.
in my mind, Beyonce is just strutting through.
I think at some point
So-
I'm probably going to draw everybody.
Water.
Would Beyonce
Yep.
accept this role? Or would she just be like, what the fuck, nerds?
This is a good get for us.
Yeah, good get.
Okay. So gonna grab 2 more buckets, and I'm just like, we need more people in here handing stuff out. Hurry! 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
All right, and Tam. Oh, I accidentally rolled 2 dice. I didn't mean to roll 2 dice. Ooh, Tam, you take 3 more points of damage.
Okay.
All right, Char-Lee, there are buckets there.
So Charlie takes 2, so that's 2 actions, right?
Yep.
And she looks at the soldier handing them to her, and she's like,
I have seen this moment in my dreams.
And he's just terrified.
and she gets to there.
And I'll say that they're going to kind of follow you in. So, Char-Lee, they're going to act on your turn now. They already have buckets in hand. So they're going to see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So, boom, they are just hauling ass in.
Damn.
Hey, the town guard here aren't bad. Karen.
Okay, I'm going to take my first action to run outside, just outside the main door.
You can take 1 bucket from me. Just...
Yeah, okay, I'll do that. I'll take 1 bucket from Char-Lie as I run past her, but then I am running
Okay.
out the front door, so that's 2 actions. And for my third action, I'm going to take my...
It'd be an action to take a pull from Char-Lie.
What's that?
It'd be an action to grab a bucket. From
Yeah,
Char-Lie.
that's what I'm saying. Bucket to... she's right next to me there,
Oh.
so I'm going to grab a bucket, and then use my second action, run just outside the front door. And my third, I'm going to use my signal whistle, which I'm reflavoring as Karen reaches back into her belt and pulls up a large conch shell and makes a loud blow on the conch shell to signal that there is a fire. Would you
Okay.
like a performance, or what do you want for that?
No, I think that's just... I don't think there's a check to blow on a conch shell. I
Okay.
feel confident.
So, yeah, I'm standing out front, so I'm no longer inside right this second, and I have done a loud blow on the conch shell to alert anyone who isn't already aware that this is going on. So I'm, like, here.
Okay. And sure enough, you're starting to hear in the background.
Okay, and that is my turn. Because I am hurting. Karen doesn't want to be in there too much longer.
That checks out.
Alright, and that's my turn.
All right.
So,
So that means Eeyonce.
All right. So I would like to be out and away from the fire.
With 2 actions, you can get to here almost exactly. Right outside the door.
Let's do that. Let's just
Boom. So you still have an action
book
left.
it. I'm going to. Karen, what are you doing?
I currently have a conch shell up to my mouth, and I'm blowing on it loudly to signal people that there is a fire. So you just hear.
So you're just standing there blowing on your shell.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because I kind of hurt right now, so I didn't want to end my turn inside the building.
And also, I forgot to have the guardsmen act last turn, which is what their movement was this time. At the end of the round, right before the fire, the guards will act again.
Oh, sweet. Okay. So right after Eeyonce is done?
Yeah.
Cool.
I'm going to pick up a bucket.
All right, you got a bucket. Redhead guard runs forward. I'm a guard.
I'm a guard.
Bucket. Oh, you can shift click to select multiple.
Oh, that's good to know. Damn, that's real good to know.
But apparently not enough still to delete multiple. Does delete work? I guess I'm not used to like how to deal with so many fucking enemies at once.
Yeah, swarms.
Like you're an asshole DM. Why are you throwing 7 new enemies around at your players? We're gonna make it hard. So the first guard runs forward and throws 2 buckets.
Awesome.
Throws 2 buckets. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And now the fire will act, and it will produce 2 new little firelets.
Oh yeah,
That's not
we're
bad.
getting close. We're getting there. We're getting there, guys.
It is now Tam Sexton's turn.
That's such a good name.
I really do love that name.
Tam, I have a bucket if you would like to take it.
I have 2.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, Tam is full up on buckets.
All of us are just holding all of the buckets right now.
I has a bucket.
Charlie's like, yeah, I mean, you can still take it if you want. You've got a mouth. 3 buckets is better than 2?
You did take one from me, right?
Yes, I did.
Okay.
So yeah, Char-Lee only has 1, and currently Karen has 1. I'm holding a conch shell in my right hand and a bucket in my left.
So I'd say that
Excuse me.
I do like to see Tom Holland. Excuse me, sorry, excuse me. I'm trying to.
Sorry, excuse me.
So you chuck a bucket.
No, I had to use all actions to move that far.
You take 1 point of damage.
All right.
Charlie, it's your turn.
Charlie, 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25.
I think tonight we've all learned an important lesson about fire safety.
Yeah, absolutely.
What is like the distance on a ranged attack?
I'm going to consider it bomb, so 20 feet.
Alright, well, fuck. The guards are gonna act after me, correct?
Yes, that is accurate.
So I'm gonna go with the last, and then I'm gonna go here and just hand it off to the female guard here,
Smart.
Nice.
and be like,
You should take this.
Of course.
and then go, and then go back.
Smart move.
Steps.
Smart move. Get the fuck out.
All right. Karen.
I'm going to attempt to yell at the people who are doing the bucket brigade to go faster. I'm going to attempt to intimidate them.
Sure.
Run faster! We need water faster! More buckets! More buckets! But I'm being, like, aggressive about it. Yeah, fucking 21, intimidate.
Charlie
Look,
needs smoke inhalation damage.
Oh, yes. My bad. Charlie, you take a point of smoke inhalation damage.
Man, this smoke has
Man.
rolled really bad. I'm here for it.
I have really good karma, like, whenever I have to remind you of it, the game's like, you're right.
But yeah, I keep doing, intimidating the people in the bucket brigade and blowing on the conch shell continuously.
Just back and forth between blowing and yelling.
Yep. I'm trying
I
to be
can
as...
just see you like walking right up to someone and just like go faster, and then just blowing the conch shell right in their face while maintaining eye contact.
Alternating between blowing and yelling.
All right, Eeyonce, it's your turn.
Yeah,
Oh my
blowing and
goodness.
yelling the story of her life.
Glowing and yelling, the Karen story.
All she ever does.
I just blew myself.
Mama?
All right, Eeyonce, it's your turn. You can see the fire in there is dying down. What little you can see through the smoke, but the smoke's getting pretty thick.
I am going to use my full round to move since I've already got a bucket.
All right. You can actually move to the left of Char-Lee.
Dang, that's pretty far.
Perfect.
Man, fucking elves.
Man. Nice sheep.
You're fast.
Yeah, elves, damn.
So just running in with that bucket of water. All right, let's get you some smoke inhalation. You have just handled this so well. Sorry, you took 1 point. You were a total of 3. 3 points of smoke inhalation damage.
Wow, they're
Hail
fast.
to the queen, baby.
Sure.
All right, so now the
Pretty
fire. Before the fire, it's the guard's turn. Female guard's going to walk forward, chuck a bucket.
Chuck a bucket.
Chuck a bucket, chuck a bucket, chuck a bucket.
No, I like it. I approve of that.
Other guard, and then 1, 2.
It's like I have 2 buckets. I'm just like kind of doing the whole. Was it Will Ferrell or not Will Ferrell, but
Pharrell Williams?
why can't I? No. Thinking Anchorman when he's walking during the original Anchorman when he's walking around the fight with the hand grenade,
Oh, Brick.
just out
Brick.
in front of him. Yeah.
Brick Tamblin.
Brick
Wait,
Tamlin.
where'd you get a grenade?
I killed a guy.
Other guard.
Whoa!
I killed a guy with a trident. I've been meaning to talk to you about that, Brick. You should probably stay low for a while. You should probably get out of town.
Before that guard runs away, can I like raise my hands to him like like toddlers do whenever you come near them, and just like ask him to pick me up essentially?
I was actually planning on running in there and getting you if you can't make it out on your turn. So either way you'll get picked up.
You up, and his speed is reduced, but he carries you to there.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay.
He's like,
Nice.
what are you still doing in here, little girl?
Yeah,
I don't even
and
say
Where's
anything.
your
I
mother?
like raise my arms to him.
doing like the daddy ups thing.
Yeah. Just like.
All right, Tam.
All right.
The fire spread 2 places. That's where it's at now.
You have 2 buckets, right?
I do, and I'm going to throw 2 buckets.
You step close enough to the fire, though, in your heroic moment,
Yep, I do.
and you'll take 4 points of fire damage.
Oof.
Then you chuck 2 buckets.
Chuck a
Do we need
bucket,
to roll
chuck a
for that,
bucket, chuck
or-
a bucket.
Now, I'm going to say that for the sake of simplicity here.
And plus
Oh,
he's
God.
right up next to it. He's not like throwing it.
I
think I just
melee
killed
the
that.
fire.
Alright, good job, Tam. You took the fire out.
1 second. I accidentally. There we go. I closed the map by accident.
Oh, oops.
All right, but here's the big thing, Tam. At the end of the turn,
Well,
smoke inhalation damage.
Yep.
1 point.
Oof. Yikes. Heal yourself, son of a bitch. Oh my
Fire
god.
out. Charlie, it's your turn. You're clinging onto this
Yeah.
rather awkward. I'm thinking, who's the guy who plays Scooby in the live action?
Matthew Lillard.
No, not Scooby. The guy who plays Shaggy.
Yeah,
He's also
Matthew
in,
Lillard.
That's Matthew Lillard.
Yeah.
That's Matthew Lillard is the guy who's playing this guard.
She.
Are you challenging me?
Hack the planet!
I'm going to spend my turn giving him a series of like very awkward goblin kisses on the neck. just showing him that I very much appreciate what he's doing. So like, there's a little bit of teeth, in these, because the teeth are kind of going everywhere, But like, affection is the main thing I'm trying to let him know that I'm sending his way.
All right, he's weird. What are you doing? No, you're. This is awkward. You're an underage young child, and I'm not a District 6 teacher.
Yes.
Yeah.
We had another one go public this week.
Oh, good.
An arrest.
Yeah.
Just
There's still one guy in the meeting room who's like, I don't care what anyone says. This train depot is not the correct fucking
zoning for my neighborhood.
And you see the town councilman look in. Oh my God, who's left in there? Like it's her, it's him. And she's like, just let him.
Just let him.
Stay.
It's what he would have.
It's after me. Just let him stay. Deep Kyre. All right, Char-Lee, I already put your damage on you. Karen, you're outside. I'm assuming you're honking and blowing.
I am, yeah. Actually, what is the visibility inside the room still?
Poor.
Poor?
Too horrible.
Okay, do I feel like they are going to have a hard time finding their way out?
No, not with the horn sounds you're
No?
releasing.
Okay, then yeah, I am just going to continue, yelling at the people to run faster, more buckets, because I don't know that the fire is out at this point. So I'm still, blowing the conch, trying to get people moving as fast as I can, intimidating, just trying to speed shit up. Because again, I don't know that it's out.
Because we measured it in, you can make it exactly back out again if you so desire.
Hey.
I would actually like to use Soothe on Tam.
All right.
So, upon witnessing his heroic efforts to put out the fire, this is grace the target's mind, boosting mental defenses and healing wounds. So
Nice.
the target regains 1d10 plus 4 hit points.
Oh my god.
Damn.
Holy shit.
And you get a +2 status bonus to saves against mental effects for the
Okay.
duration of the spell. It lasts for 1 minute.
Yep,
Alright,
that's
then.
really cool.
So I'm just going to shout out to you after you put all the fires out. You're doing great things for all of these people.
And I also just love the. Sorry, I'm just reading the Goblin chatter right now. I also love the image of like what it would be like to see Eeyonce just like cheering on like
Firefighters?
little kids,
I would be incredibly soothed. I would be so
Yeah.
soothed.
Yeah.
That would
I'm
heal
like-
all of my damage, personally.
I'm just imagining
It's
the
like
look
Tam turns and like when you start talking to her, he like looks over and he like starts looking around. It's like, who's she talking to? And then there's that realization that it's me, and there's kind of like, sheepishly like just kind of like look down.
Oh shucks.
But
Like doing that thing where he lifts up his foot, putting his toe in the ground.
yeah, it's like oh.
Oh shucks.
Erin, if you want to go do this, so you see in the bottom left-hand corner of your screen, there's 0 modifiers. Click on that, type in 4, and then chuck the D10.
Adjusting? Is it supposed to say adjusting?
Yes.
There we go.
Yep. You mean because you're modifying it.
Do I have to roll the d10 somewhere in particular?
In the chat window, yeah.
And it'll 3
Yeah.
plus
7.
4, 7 points of damage. So let
Or
me go
healing.
ahead and modify that to you.
I will say
You
that
now-
system
Ooh.
seems like not as much fun as just throwing it across the entire screen. But I
Right.
accept it
Yeah.
for what it is.
Yeah. Alright, you can make the chat window bigger.
That's true.
Oh, that's
no,
true.
it turns out, Oh yeah, you do have to throw it in the chat window because if you just throw it on the screen, it doesn't do anything
Yep.
except for roll.
You can make the chat window bigger though, so it's close. I do kind of wish it made the click clack. It doesn't do that, and I miss it.
Oh, that's true.
How do you change the colors?
Right click on them.
Or
Or
oh, really?
It's in the top right of the screen. It looks like
Looks like a
a
little
paint palette.
and then you can play around. You can get all kinds of custom colors
Yeah.
because you effectively. All right, so Tam, you're doing a lot better now.
All right, it's like I feel
All
good.
right, Eeyonce, you've got 1 action left this turn. You gonna run a little bit, get out of dodge.
Yes,
All right, want me to just run you 30 feet to the door?
that'd be perfect.
Boom, 30 feet to the door, fastest route. Oh, and let me do Eeyonce damage. Fucking 1 point of smoke damage.
It is really high quality fabric, okay? It's very elaborately studded and stoned.
That's probably exactly what it is. Like the fact that you're breathing through it at all is a miracle. It's just like fully rhinestone.
Swarovski. The gas
Alright,
that has
damn it.
been
Beat it for the gods.
Right.
Tam, you just got complimented by Eeyonce to the point
Herself,
where your body
yeah.
feels better.
I mean, it's not quite as good as the Grand Virtuoso himself, but it is an extremely close second to be recognized like that. And in an interesting twist of fate, my max movement puts me right there. So I'm gonna be like running up and like running right next to him, just like afraid to make eye contact, but wanting to look at you. Like I want to say something to you, but I'm terrified.
So instead, you say,
As soon as you get close, I'm gonna just turn and smile at you.
Like, oh.
She's like
Just
super
melt.
friendly and welcoming, but also intimidating as fuck.
Yeah, I just melt.
Intimidating in her niceness.
Yeah.
all right. So you take 2 points of smoke.
Wait, what about the
guard?
guard? Wasn't
Oh,
the
yeah,
guard
sorry.
supposed to move after Eeyonce?
Yep, the guards and Char-Lee would have made it out.
Yeah, they have enough movement.
Guards
Would
and
both
Sperry.
guards or just the male guard?
Yeah, both of them.
Cool. All right.
They run out. Char-Lee, you're out safe.
Thank you.
Karen, you're out.
You're my
Eeyonce.
boyfriend now.
So now it's Eeyonce again, I guess. Yep.
Yep.
Which I feel like is on brand because Char-Lee has a really high wisdom, but a very low, or sorry, a really high intelligence, but a very low wisdom.
That does make sense.
Yep. All right, Tam, it's you.
And I come out and it's like, fire's out, fire's out, fire's out, and I just kind of fall over.
Alright.
Karen runs over
I
to
don't
the
feel so good.
Karen runs over to the guard and says, "Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you. Please give me my daughter. Charlie, are you okay, love?"
Oh yes, very okay.
So are we out of combat now?
Yes,
Or-
as a matter of fact, I'm finding the out of combat sounds.
The out of combat music.
Excuse me,
Allow me.
After
soldier.
after
second,
a
here we
moment,
go.
once I kind of like collect myself.
I'm gonna have way too much fun with this.
It's
but
so
just
good.
Putting that out there.
It's so good.
After I kind of like collect myself and everything, I kind of like, as everyone's still kind of like milling about, I'm gonna start silently muttering to myself and everyone within 30 feet.
So everyone.
Yeah, all of us.
Sorry, wrong one. Let's get the right one. So everyone heal 6.
Hey!
All right.
So that puts me at 5 wounds.
So that
Yeah.
would include
the
the
way
guards.
you heal is on your character sheet. Just change your current by that amount.
Okay, sweet. You can
Yeah,
also
right.
subtract from wounds, and it does the same thing.
Yeah, sorry. It has to be from wounds. Just set your wounds to the appropriate amount.
Yeah. So that healed me pretty good. That was very helpful. Thank you. Tam, you feel a fairly strong hand on your right shoulder. And as you look up, you see a beefy female half-orc who just says, "You did good in there."
Hey, thanks.
She-
Really large person.
Name's Karen. There's Charlie, my daughter.
Karen.
And
Karen,
then she
Charlie,
she puts her hand out to shake it.
Hi.
And then
Sure.
real quick, I'm going to do... Nate, do you have a holy symbol on?
I do, yes.
Okay, let me see if I see it. So I'm doing...
It's super obvious.
Oh, it is?
I have it outside my shirt, yeah.
And you're Desna or
I'm not putting
Pharasma?
it in. Pharasma.
Pharasma. Oh, you're a follower of the Pharasma, the Lady of the Graves, eh?
Yeah, that's, yeah, uh-huh.
I respect your people. Thank you. Did good in
But
there.
not you.
And then she pats your shoulder a couple more times and walks back over to Charlie.
Char-Lee is gently stroking the cheek of the guard who's still holding her.
Just like, what's your name, soldier?
Brent.
Oh, Brent.
Well,
Thank you for your heroics.
She likes you, Brent.
You saved me.
You're welcome.
Oh, Brent, looks like you've made a friend for life.
She just kind of like
I'm
scrambles
feeling-
down and like bats her eyelashes at him.
good God.
All of the
As soon as
teeth.
we exit the room, I'm going to pull out a little personal-sized mirror and evaluate the situation. And while everyone's like milling around and flirting with guards, I'm going to find some place to like duck out of sight real quick and go change into a different outfit. My clothing, it's smell like smoke. It's all covered in soot.
Do any of us
first
notice her leave?
My inventory.
Actually-
my inventory does have backup fine clothing, so
I will say after everything that I do the heal and everything like that, if I notice this like your dress looked like a little damaged, like it may have absorbed some of the smoke, I would have cast prestidigitation to clean that up.
I'm still gonna do a full costume change.
Did you stealth
That's
away, or did you stealth away? So do we have to like roll to see if you've even left?
No, I don't care if anyone sees me leave. I'm just gonna walk away someplace like out of sight to change outfits and then come back in with my second number.
That's so
Did you guys see what just popped up in the chat window?
Yeah, 40 XP.
Experience.
And then another.
Oh shit!
Nice.
So
How
how
do-
do we?
yeah, how do we
have to
do
allocate
anything?
that? How do we do that? And
Okay,
also,
so
I'm
open
just-
your-
How do we change the wounds?
So everyone open up your character sheet and go to your main go to the main page of your character sheet.
Main tab.
All right. Once you're there, to change your hit points, in the very bottom you'll see hit points, and there's the wounds category. Change wounds accordingly. If you're at a number and you've healed, subtract that many from there and type the new number.
Yeah.
As for XP, you see how up at the top it says class and level, and there's that little magnifying glass.
Yeah.
Right.
Boom, up there, type in your XP.
So we have 80 now.
So
Yeah.
Is
Oh,
that
actually,
shared?
it turns out I can just no. It's when I give XP, everyone in the group gets that amount flat.
Oh,
They
okay.
made it simpler.
Nice. All right.
do we know what the needed is for?
It's 1,000,
Every
isn't
time,
it?
every new level is 1,000. When you hit level 2, you lose all of your XP, and level 3 is 1,000 again.
So 920 now, I guess.
Yeah. All right. So you'll gain XP for that. Additionally, you're going to get XP for the spectators that you guys saved collectively.
Oh, awesome. That's good to know.
Um,
What was? Can we ask what the first 40 or the first 80 were for?
yes, defeating the fire and defeating the creature.
Oh, cool.
Nice.
Each was worth 40. Awesome. Wow, we got all of it. Damn, and we saved everybody.
Yeah.
Woo, bitch. We done
And
good.
so you all then get another 100 XP for
Oh.
saving all of the spectators,
Hell yeah.
Damn.
and another 30 for putting out the fire.
So that's 210 total.
Yep, so everyone should be at 210 XP.
So we need 790 to level.
All right, I like this. This
Yeah.
is a nice
Bills,
way to
y'all.
track that.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah. All right. So now let me set a little scene for you. Let's bring it down a little bit. Let's make it somber. Ooh, music, moody.
Ooh, perfect. Watch, it's just like music that 13-year-old emo kids listen to. Moody music.
I don't have Fallout Boy on here.
What a phase, Mom.
Arcade Fire.
Yeah, let's go with how about Harpist?
Ah, yes.
You're all kind of gathered out, and you can kind of see once again we got this
Oh,
this
that's
image here, and you're all out in that little courtyard area now. The fountain, and there's the water tower standing over you now. A comforting sight, given what you just saw. And who should come out from the crowd? But Greta. She sees you all. looks around, kind of looks up. She's still hugging some of the people she herself helped carry out. Looks like, God, what matter of madness just happened? This can be no accident. Did anyone see anything?
There was a fire.
This
there's
soldier saved me.
We were standing in there, and from the back of the room, a little fire demon, elemental, came out and set everything on fire. We managed to take it out, but by the time it fell, everything had just caught. It's very dangerous to have buildings made out of wood, but between all of these brave people and the bucket brigade, we managed to get the fire out.
And right as you kind of finish that, Brent, who Char-Lee you're still kind of hanging on to, lifts his hand up a little bit. This is one of the guards who was stationed outside before the fire began. Oh, I got a chance to talk to the clerks. They saw everything. They say it was Calmont, that cat of a bookseller's apprentice. He lit the fires in the halls next to the chamber. Also set that monster loose in the crowd. I'm sorry, I'm stealing your accent, Eli. My bad.
It's all good.
Give me a second.
I've been jumping into British earlier. It's hard. We'll get used to it.
Let me take it down here. Yeah, clerk saw everything. They said it was Calmont. Sorry, this is Shaggy. I gotta do better. Boys, yeah, the clerk saw everything. It was Calmont. Boy, the cat of a bookseller's apprentice. Sorry, he lit the fire in the hall next to the chamber. He also set that fire monster loose in the crowd. And the second guard. Indeed, and witnesses outside the building saw him run out up north towards Hellknight Hill. And sure enough, you all remember that who was it who burst through the doors, but it looked like a small child with ink stains all over his hands.
When was this?
And it's at the very right before the fire.
Right
the same
before
door
the fire.
came
Oh,
through.
yeah,
He was the one that came through, like, screaming, fire, fire.
Oh, yes.
And so, as a matter of fact, it looks like Eeyonce is really the only one who remembers this. But it's at the mention of Hellknight Hill. Hey, that's awesome. It's at the mention of Hellknight Hill that Warble's voice kind of pipes up. Oh no, the Citadel, my bramble brashers. Greta, just her hand raises and calms the crowd. Friends, we'll get to the bottom of this, but we can't do it alone. The four of you, you are the heroes in attendance today, right? Looking for work?
That was us, yeah.
I'd say you've already done some of it here. Are you willing to investigate Hellknight Hill, help out our ambassador Warble, and perhaps see if that cat of a bookseller's apprentice, see if he might have words to answer for his crimes?
Well, anything for a goblin in need, eh, Charlie?
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh.
And she's just like looking longingly into the guard's eyes.
He's at this point like setting you down and trying to walk away, like trying to talk with his boss a little bit. That's excellent, Greta says. I'm so sorry that it had to happen in this order, that you'd to save our council and for us now to just ask for an introduction. But please, who are you?
My name's Erin. This is my daughter, Charlie. Charlie, leave the nice guard alone, then. I'm Erin. This is my daughter, Charlie. I don't think I caught the name of you, the Pharasma follower, and this vision of loveliness who has different clothes on now. But they helped out tremendously with the fire. So
how the hell did that happen?
Yeah, and as she was saying, as she noticed that, Karen like gave you a slow look up and down, finally noticing you for real.
I'm just gonna smile and like kind of pose a little bit while people are admiring my outfit.
Charisma check.
Silky.
I would say this is like as the comment, the earlier comment of this is like, it's like, well, it's like, where the hell do you, or what was it? Where the hell did you come from, or
What did Charlie just say?
Yeah.
How did that happen?
Oh, how did that? It was like, well, you see, when we're all sitting in the room, there was someone started a fire, and someone a fire elemental, and that caused the fire to spread, and we were there trying to stop it and save the people. And You're basically reiterating everything we just went through, not understanding the context.
Yes.
It's like, oh, but anyways, I'm Tam Sexton. Everyone just calls me Tam. Pleasure to meet
Yes.
everyone. Yeah, this is a pleasure.
Hello.
And, of course, everyone already knows Eeyonce. The crowd just everyone claps a little. Yes.
Oh,
Yes, yes.
oh,
Charlie
Thank
begins
you,
to clap.
everyone. I'm glad you're all
oh,
safe.
oh, yes. Mhm.
I've heard you sing in a couple of the taverns, but I didn't know that you were such a hero.
The least I can do to return all of the kindness that you all show me.
Well, thank you. And I think I have some kindness to share you. And so, sort of the safe expediency, a little bit's going to happen. So, right off the bat, she's going to give you all 50 silver pieces each.
Yes.
As a
50
day.
each?
50 silver pieces a piece.
Oh, hell yes. That puts me up to 68.
And then additionally, she gives each of you a lesser antidote. I'm putting this in your staff for you, and a lesser anti-plague.
Ooh.
And I'm dropping these in for each of you.
Why do I have 6 gold?
You should not.
Oh, you mean in total value? I don't
Yeah.
know. It's been a weird.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
been
yeah.
registering weird for some people,
Okay.
but I think you can modify that down. Yeah, I just changed everyone's gold total to 0.
Thank you, pretty lady.
You can just call me Councilwoman Greta.
Thank you, Councilwoman Greta.
Oop, ignore that. Ah, shit.
And then who haven't I given the antidote to? I haven't given it to you, Karen. Lesser antidote and lesser anti-plague. And those are just, like I said, in your inventory, so you can now look at them and what they
Yep,
do, which I
see
love.
it. Antidote lesser, antidote, anti-plague lesser. Awesome.
In the same conversation, she also offers you a couple of jobs. She says, if you're willing to make contact with the Bramble Brashers and report back, she'll offer the party collectively 10 gold pieces.
Ooh.
An additional 10 for tracking down Calmont. And please, specifically, bring him back alive. You need
Calmont?
to question him. Calmont, yes.
How do you
From
spell
what
that?
my guards tell me, he Calmont.
Got it.
From what my guards tell me, he was the apprentice to a bookseller in town. I don't know what's going on, and so if you have any ability to bring him back and question him, we're very interested. If you're not from around here, perhaps I should explain. Hellknight Hill, she says. It's located about a mile to the northeast of here. It's not the easiest place to get into, but you know what?
I've been to this town a few times. Charlie and I travel from port to port, but I don't think I've ever been to Hellknight Hill. Tim, Eeyonce, you ever been to this town? Do you know where Hellknight Hill is?
I just got here a couple days ago. I'm not familiar with the area.
I'm sure I've come through a few times, but it's so hard to keep track of where I am from day to day.
Understandable.
If you need, I'm sure Warble can show you the way up there. The last quarter mile or so is a little rough and hard to get to, and I imagine if it's as dangerous as she fears it is, it's probably why she stayed away. But if you can go there, that's where you'll find. It sounds like you'll find answers.
That sounds
10
perfect.
gold apiece for each, 20 for the total. Make contact with the Goblin tribe and bring back Calmont, and the 20 gold will be yours.
Charlie, imagine the books you could buy with that.
Oh my god. So many chemicals.
She likes chemicals.
And so,
She's a smart
what
one.
I'll
there.
say is that if you, we can handle shopping offline a little bit.
Cool.
Because what I want to end on is that I'm assuming whether or not you guys rest or not, we can determine that next time. Because I want to end this one big image. Basically, we'll kind of do like a little cut away. Imagine like a fade to black and fade out. You're all kind of marching up this road. You're still a little bit away, but as you turn a corner, the sun is either rising or setting. It's up to you. you see nestled into the foothills of the mountains, you see Citadel Altrian standing there, looming above you.
Loom.
And that's where we're going to wrap for today.
Wonderful.
Thank you all and for what it's worth, you guys have completed Chapter 1
Dang,
of the first
Whoa.
adventure.
that's awesome.
Dang.
Hellknight Hill.
Didn't it take us like 2 sessions to kill Gadrin Lamb?
Yeah.
or no, we didn't kill him. We arrested him.
Yeah, we arrested him
Right.
because we thought it would be worse than killing him.
Yeah. That's right.
I do
we got
love
him for
this
tax
image
evasion.
of Hellknight Citadel.
That's a great picture.
It's
Yeah,
really cool.
I love all the illustrations in this. It's so great.
I like having the visuals, having the pictures and
Mhm.
things that we can pull around.
And the
When
battle
I started
maps.
looking into it, Roll20 did battle maps really well, but it didn't have a lot of opportunity for me to like share images of people and places, and I really like that.
Mhm. Yeah, it's great.
Especially because like we can't sit together. And I
Mhm.
will say, it was kind of a last second thing. I'm really glad Sirenscape turned out to be so relatively easy for us to connect to because I really liked having music.
Oh yeah,
music
Sirenscape
is
was
that was
great.
really cool.
It was super helpful.
Which also means that now, Nate, whenever we're playing Numenera, I will also be using this.
Every game
Nice.
ever.
Well, I mean, like they have an entire one just for board games.
Wow.
Like if they just have like some like big one for like what they recommend. But like, let's see. Ooh, they got all. Like, I'm gonna have to look into it more and like find the ones. Oh my god, I forgot. They have an entire sound set for this. I gotta share some stuff with you guys.
Uh-oh.
No, because they created an entire unique sound set for oh god, what's it called? Crimson Throne.
Ooh, really?
Oh, cool.
Yeah, so like here's an entire playlist for exploring Old Corvosa.
Oh my god, that's so
I'm gonna throw
awesome.
it on for you guys. So here's the sound background mixed perfectly for exploring Old Corvosa. See, just kind of mellow.
Yeah.
Come in.
Alright.
And here's a fun one. Remember when you guys got attacked by the Otyug as it burst through the streets?
Absolutely. When I fucking
Yeah.
grappled it and I had to yell at Laura Alyssa to fucking fireball it, that was annoying. Burn it! Shoot it! Oh god. Oh my.
I like that.
You made up the were-rat eclipse thing cult, right, James?
Yeah,
I thought so.
yeah,
Okay.
that was my own little side thing.
Yeah. Oh, those
Or,
sounds are so gross.
Here's one of the mobs.
Yeah, I was gonna say, is there the like when they were going to execute the artist? Do they have that? When Blackjack first showed up?
There's some generic mob sounds.
Love it.
Oh god. They do have
Oh, this would have been great for when we were doing that the ball game.
Oh,
Oh,
Murder
yeah.
Ball? Absolutely.
Yeah, murder ball.
God, that was some shit. Remember when Joe Field made like a fucking skeletal mammoth or some shit?
Yeah.
God, that game was crazy.
Mammoth.
We so cheated.
Hendren of the Sable Company,
Oh.
step forward.
As you command, my queen.
Considering the strain upon the city's coffers that the care and feeding of the company's hippogriff mounts places, as well as the company's relative incompetence in helping to deal with the recent
Oh god, they have it
unrest,
all done.
That's so
and the
awesome.
fact that the company's commander, Seneschal Calipopoulos, has fled the city.